Sue Fleece, a children's book author right from our backyard from Ashburn, Virginia, visiting us here on the DMV zone. Sue, you have been widely successful with your incredibly beautiful children's books here, but something just happened that was record-breaking, that just transformed everything. We've been talking about the Artemis II endeavor, and the Artemis II crew read your book, Sadie Sprocket Builds a Rocket.
Yes.
At the Smithsonian, at the Air and Space Museum, and then the First Lady was, I mean, tell me all about this, because this is incredible, what just happened to your book.
So back in April, I got an email from the Office of the Second Lady. I actually thought it was spam at first, because I thought this can't be happening. And they told me they had chosen this book to be read by the Artemis crew that just returned from their lunar mission. And that it would be on her podcast, Storytime with the Second Lady, and that it was going to be filmed at the National Air and Space Museum. And I thought, is this real life? You know, this is amazing. I've been following the astronauts, so for them to have chosen my book was unbelievable.
Tell me about your writing, your kind of how you started writing children's book, and how you ended with these two beautiful books about young little girls hoping to break through into these incredible careers, and so they have. But walk me through a little bit of your timeline.
Okay, so how much time do you have? I'm kidding.
The abridged version.
My first book came out in 2011, and it was about a little hippo picking out shoes. And actually, that same editor is the one still with me for this book. But I have written about every topic you can imagine, fiction, nonfiction. When I'm not writing, I'm visiting elementary schools in the area and also across the country, talking about all aspects of writing. I have 60 books out now. I have 7 more coming out in the next 2 years, so I'm busy. I write a lot. But hands down, this was the most incredible thing to ever happen to one of my books. And because I was local, I was brave enough to ask a question, can I attend? And they gave me permission to attend.
Wow.
So
and tell me a little bit about how that felt to know that this Artemis crew, which I imagine from the crew there, the lone female astronaut just have to have felt so tied to this book, to Sadie.
Oh my gosh. It was so amazing, especially because Sadie is a young astronaut and engineer, and so is Christina Cook, or mission specialist Christina Cook. And for her to read it, she read it with Commander Wiseman. And for me to see that, and they actually really looked comfortable reading it, and like they really enjoyed it, so it made it so special for me. And then they had heard that I was there. I was kind of trying to keep in the background, and they called me over, and that was the moment I got to meet the whole crew. And I met their wives and significant others. Cool. It was amazing.
Check out Storytime with Second Lady there to see the reading of the book, to see you meeting the crew as well. And of course, Sadie Sprocket Builds a Rocket, that very special book. Sue Fleece, it's such an honor to have you here on the DMV Zone.
Thank you so much for letting me share my story.
Absolutely. A local author, we must go check out her books. We'll be right back here on the DMV Zone.